Quotes by Louise Hay. I do not fix problems. I fix my thinking. Then problems fix themselves. This is a powerful reminder that our thoughts create our reality. If we're constantly thinking about all the problems in our life, then we're going to attract more problems. But if we shift our focus to what we want to achieve and think about solutions instead of dwelling on the problem, then we can start to make positive changes in our life. Quotes by Wayne Dyer. If you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles. In his book, Excuses Be Gone, self-help author and motivational speaker Wayne Dyer wrote about the power of positive thinking. If we believe that something is possible, we are more likely to see opportunities for it to happen. By changing our thoughts and beliefs, we can change our reality. So next time you're feeling stuck, remember Wayne Dyer's words and try to change your perspective. You may just find that the path to success is clearer than you thought. Quotes by Deepak Chopra. Every time you are tempted to react in the same old way, ask if you want to be a prisoner of the past or a pioneer of the future. This quote reminds us that it is up to us to decide whether we want to continue repeating patterns of behavior that keep us stuck or challenge ourselves with new ideas by taking risks. This advice is about being mindful of how your choices and behavior shape your future. We must choose between staying stagnant or expanding our consciousness through change. Every time you are tempted to react in the same old way, consider other possibilities that can lead to a more fulfilling present and a brighter tomorrow. Deepak Chopra's quotes provide valuable insight into how we can become aware of our own potential for transformation if we choose to recognize it. Deepak Chopra is a pioneer of Eastern and Western philosophies, health and wellness, and New Age healing techniques. He has authored more than 80 books throughout his career that span the topics of metaphysics and biomedicine. His wisdom on the power of thought and how to be mindful in life has inspired millions around the world. Quotes by Tony Robbins. It is your decisions and not your conditions that determine your destiny. We are in control of our own lives and destiny. We may not be able to control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react to it and what choices we make. We are the ones who decide our own fate. We can choose to let our past dictate our future, or we can choose to move forward and create the life we want. So next time you're feeling down about your circumstances, remember that it is your decisions that will determine your future. Quotes by Earl Nightingale. Each of us creates his or her own life, largely by our attitude. It's a simple idea, but it's one that has the power to change your life if you let it. Your attitude is the lens through which you see the world. It determines how you interpret what happens to you and how you react to it. If you have a positive attitude, you're more likely to see the good in people and situations and to respond to them in a constructive way. This can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe good things will happen, they're more likely to do so. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. The inspirational words of Louise Hay can be found in the hearts and minds of millions of people around the world. She believed that every person is capable of manifesting a better life simply by changing the way they think. When we believe I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, miracles happen. These wise words encourage us to have faith that we're exactly where we need to be. It can often feel difficult to trust that everything happening is for our highest good, but with a little bit of patience and perseverance, this positivity can manifest into something unexpected. Hay was a renowned author and motivational speaker whose works encouraged individuals to look into themselves, discover their potential, and create positive change in their lives. She taught that self-love and self-acceptance were essential for healing our pasts and creating a brighter future. Her works have impacted many lives, helping them to realize that they are capable of facing life's challenges with strength and resilience. Quotes by Wayne Dyer. Abundance is not something we acquire, it's something we tune into. Many people believe that abundance is something that we have to acquire through hard work and dedication. However, Wayne Dyer believes that abundance is something that we tune into. When we are tuned into the frequency of abundance, we will start to see it all around us. The key to attracting abundance is to focus on what we want rather than what we don't want. Our thoughts and feelings are like magnets, and whatever we focus on will be drawn into our lives. If we focus on lack and scarcity, that's what we'll attract. But if we focus on abundance and possibility, then that's what will show up in our lives. The best way to tune into the frequency of abundance is through gratitude. If you keep reminding yourself about what you are grateful for in your life, you will be tuning into the abundance frequency right there. Happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions. It is governed by our mental attitude. Quotes by Dale Carnegie. No matter what is happening in our lives, we have the power to choose how we react to it and what our outlook is. If we want to be happy, we need to consciously make an effort to focus on the positive. When something negative happens, instead of dwelling on it, try to see it as a learning experience or challenge that you can overcome. It might not be easy, but if you make happiness a priority, you will eventually get there. Quotes from Deepak Chopra. Our future is created from choices we make every minute. Our future is created one choice at a time. We may not always be conscious of the choices we're making, but each decision we make is helping to shape our future. You're creating your future with every thought, every emotion, every action, and every response. It's important to be aware of the choices we make and how they might impact our future. Quotes by Earl Nightingale. Your world is a living expression of how you are using and have used your mind. In other words, the events, circumstances, and people you experience in life are all a result of your thoughts and actions. Earl Nightingale is saying that if you want to change your life, a good way to begin is by changing your thinking. You create your reality through your thoughts, words, and deeds. Your mind is a potent tool. Nightingale says that you can use it to create the life of your dreams or let it run wild with negative thoughts and self-doubt. It's up to you. Quotes by Eckhart Tolle. All problems are illusions of the mind. In his best-selling book, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle writes about the illusion of problems. He says that all problems are created by the mind, and they only exist in our thoughts. Tolle believes that we can free ourselves from the suffering caused by these illusions by living in the present moment. Tolle says that the only way to overcome our problems is to become aware of them and to let go of the thoughts that are causing them. Don't worry about failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. Quotes by Jack Canfield. Too often, we let our fears control us. We worry about what might go wrong, and we miss out on opportunities because we're afraid of failure. We often fail because we're afraid to try. We think that if we don't try, we can't fail. But in reality, not trying is the biggest failure of all. If we want to be successful, we have to be willing to fail. We have to be okay with making mistakes and learning from them. Because it's only through taking risks and putting ourselves out there that we'll ever achieve anything great. Quotes by Mel Robbins. To play any game, you have to start. To win, you need to keep going. If you want to make your dreams come true, get ready for the long game. If you want to make your dream a reality, you need to take action and never give up. Robbins says that many people don't achieve their dreams because they're afraid of failure. If you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself, she says. You have to be willing to fail. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to take action and keep taking action until you reach your destination. So what are you waiting for? It's time to get started on making your dreams come true. Quotes by Louise Hay. Every thought we think is creating our future. In order to create the future we want, it's important to be aware of the thoughts we're thinking. Every thought is planting a seed that will grow and bear fruit in our lives. If we want to create a future full of love, joy, and abundance, then we need to focus our thoughts on those things. Every time you have a negative thought, you're creating more negativity in your life. But if you switch that thought to a positive one, you're paving the way for a brighter future. Quotes by Jack Canfield. Repetition is the key to real learning. When you repeat something, it strengthens the neural connections associated with that information, making it easier to recall later on. One way you can repeat information to help solidify it in your mind is to simply read or reread the material multiple times. Another way is to teach it to someone else, which can also help with understanding and retention. Repetition plus active engagement in the material are the ways to learn most effectively. We are all so afraid of the uncertainty that we want a guarantee before we even try. Quotes by Mel Robbins. In a world that is constantly changing, it can be difficult to take risks. We often want a guarantee that things will work out before we even try. This fear of the unknown can hold us back from achieving our goals. The first step is to recognize when we are holding ourselves back. We need to ask ourselves, why are we afraid and what are we trying to avoid? Once we understand our fears, we can start to take action. Quotes by Eckhart Tolle. You are not in the world is in you. We create our own reality through our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. The world is a reflection of our inner state. If we are at peace with ourselves, we will see a peaceful world. If we are angry or anxious, we will see a chaotic world. Our thoughts and feelings create our reality. Quotes from Tony Robbins. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. It is not a single event or even a series of events that determines our success or failure. Rather, it is our daily habits and routines that shape our lives. That is why Tony Robbins urges people to focus on their consistency, not their occasional successes or failures. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to put in the work every day and make it a habit. Only then will you see lasting results. Quotes by Dale Carnegie. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Failure is not the end, but rather the beginning of success. Each time we fail, we learn something new that brings us closer to our goal. Every successful person has failed many times before finally achieving their goal. We must learn from our failures in order to achieve our goals. The ability to pick yourself up after a fall and dust yourself off is one of the most important skills you can possess in life. Quotes by Deepak Chopra. The past is gone. The future is not here. Now I am free of both. Deepak Chopra's words ring with truth and clarity. For many of us, living in the present moment is a difficult task. We are constantly thinking about what has happened in the past or what might happen in the future. This can lead to feelings of anxiety and stress. However, when we focus on the present moment, we are free from these negative emotions. We can savor the good moments and let go of the bad ones. This doesn't mean that we should forget about our past or future, but rather we should live in the present moment as much as possible.